Vocals in the Loop podcast. We are in your beautiful backyard.
Oh,
It's just started raining.
My name is Phil Barlow, and I'm a singer-songwriter, guitarist, a sound healer, and an author. And what I do and aspire to keep growing into is to transform emotions and energy through those mediums.
How did it all come about? What did you start in one, morph into the other?
Music has been in my life and songwriting for 20 years. So that's how it started for me, just expressing myself. Went through a divorce a long time ago, and it was overwhelming. So music, really gave me an outlet to navigate through all that and return home to a peaceful heart.
Yeah.
Sound healing is pretty new for me. I'd say the last 3 years, sort of started to come through in my vocals, vocal toning, and I think it just comes from a deeper place in my body is where I currently sort of classify it as sound healing in my experience. And I take it to the guitar, but it's still an extension of quite a deep feeling within my body. And that kind of started with being up here during COVID on the Sunshine Coast, and there was just a lot going on.
Yeah.
And where the words no longer spoke, the vibrations took over.
Yeah, that's a really cool way to look at it.
Yeah.
So were you always based on the Sunshine Coast?
No, so I've been up here 7 years, but before here I was down on the Gold Coast.
Oh, yeah, even more chaotic.
Yeah, well, it is now. Back then it wasn't quite like that. It had a really nice vibe for a few years there, nice community. But it got a bit more elevated and decided to come to up here. I was just drawn up here and landed straight into a wonderful community. So
yeah, Mundi's one of the real special pockets on the coast, I reckon. So for sound healing, because there's all different kind of nuances with it. So what do you specifically do? And for people that haven't done sound healing, what is it? And then what do you offer?
Yep.
Yeah.
So the event that I run is called Intuitive Music Healing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a blend of music and sound healing.
And how often do you run that?
Once every 2 weeks.
All right, in your Mundi.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm evolving in that space. So I sort of start with heart songs, so songs that are kind of spacious and they're born from deep in my heart, and they're quite healing songs. And some of them can be processing grief or processing heartbreak. Others can be just feeling that light, blissful feeling, the warmth of the heart. And then I let go of the words and the song structures and feel into the people in the room. And I have a synth, so I use some nice synth sounds and vocal toning, which my process is I sing to different parts through my body, and then the feedback that I get is it usually relates to what's happening with someone in the room. But people are saying that it's just helping them just to let go of the mind and just really relax and drop into a safe space where they can just truly rest and allow healing to naturally happen.
Yeah, that's really cool. So it's kind of like a guided meditation in a way with the musical.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. And then that's in your Mundi.
Yeah, your Mundi School of Arts Hall, and the next one's on July 12th.
Right. And then do you plan to do more in that space, more events around, like expanding the offering?
Yep, for sure. I'm definitely growing myself in it, and exploring. It's vocal. For me, the primary thing feels like vocal, and then also creating song in the moment.
Yeah.
Usually I like to might have a couple of songs at the start, but the rest is just intuitive. Do I expand to do more healing stuff? Definitely.
Yeah.
And collaborating with other people. So that will happen towards spring. Yeah, I'm just in a phase of just within my own space getting really familiar with, that frequency within my body and how that wants to be expressed, and just a bit of exploring.
Yeah.
And nice and simple and soft and slow for the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you've written a book. Was that? Oh, books.
So I've written two, but one's published.
Yeah.
It's called The Poetry of Healing, Pain to Peace. And I wrote those poems over 7 years. And that was sort of through a phase where I went through a separation, and then went through, because it was a very deep commitment, marriage, and I was with her for 8 years, so it took a while for me to unravel that. And so those poems are like a progressive unraveling from that starting point to a place of just coming back to self-love. Or for me, it was really discovering self-love and
Yeah.
what it means to just be connected with life energy and the peace in the moment and stillness.
It's like a poetic manual on how to handle divorce.
Yeah.
You've got an upcoming backyard gig in your beautiful space, which we'll have a look through later. Do you hold them regularly? Is this...
So this winter I've had 3 house concerts.
Wow.
The last one was in Vale, and just so wonderful. It just really lit me up. It was like, wow, this is what I want to keep doing. I launched my album here in this space last year, and that was awesome, but I haven't actually had a gig here since then.
What can people expect at your show?
Yeah, so I'm going to... My intention around these house concerts, and the reason that I love them, is that it can create a container, and it allows people to come. It's kid friendly, so just a really peaceful, connected environment. And I'll play a set of music, and that will kind of be more based around the heart and heart opening kind of music.
Yeah.
And then there'll be an intermission in the middle where people will bring along a shared plate and have a community meal.
Oh, I love that.
And we will have someone with cacao and some adaptogens, some health tonics as well. And then I'll play another set of music which will kind of be a bit more bluesy, a little bit more rocky.
Yeah, right.
A bit more activating. Yeah, and then more connections. So for me, I was kind of balance some music which sort of opens the heart and then, activates and releases and inspires passion.
Yeah.
Moving forward with the heart into the world. Just fostering connection around it, so it's not just music leave or arrive, music go. It's music becomes just a fabric which creates opening.
Yeah.
That's the intention, and the rest is what unfolds in the moment. But yeah, that's a structure that helps.
And do you plan to do more like that into this year and next year?
Yep. Yeah. So in spring, do more for sure, and probably do some healing events here. And
I was going to say it's a great spot to do sound healing here, just when it warms up.
Yeah, we've got a little fireplace down there,
yes.
So we'll have a fire. Probably put it on, around the intermission when people have meals. We'll put the fire on and.
Yeah, that's really nice. And it starts is it afternoon?
Yeah, 2 p.m. till 5 p.m.
Yeah.
So it won't get too cold and dark. We'll keep it during the daylight, and looking forward to it. Corey, my stepdaughter, is a vibrant soul, and she will run some kids' activity. Sienna Bischoff is helping to organise things.
Oh, awesome.
And she's got a wonderful passion for organising events, and brings a lot of life. So I'm excited to have her involved. We'll also have a live artist. Yeah. So I've got a shed down there.
Yeah.
And I just sitting here thinking, it needs to be painted.
Yeah, right.
And then the next day, Sienna's like, oh, what about an artist? And I'm like, yeah.
Paint the scene of the concert. And then do you have any plans to record?
Music?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I haven't locked in some plans, but I've got 2 albums ready to record.
Oh, wow.
So I just need a recording phase.
Yeah, it's a huge process.
I would like to record a single in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
At least to release one song.
Yeah.
But
excuse for another show.
Yeah. But as soon as there's an opening, I'll be doing that.
Do you record on the coast?
Yeah. Yeah, I recorded with Alex from Paperbark Recording Studios in Nambour.
Oh, God, there's so many studios on the coast.
Right. What are the other ones that you know?
Oh, there's lots of bands have it in their backyards.
Yeah.
Obviously, Yamanui, Tiny House, Rainbow Valley, and lots of names that escape me.
Yeah, well, I have got a simple home recording setup.
Yeah.
So my idea is to capture songs as I create them.
Yeah.
And then come up with a way to share them with people.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So it'll be just quality acoustic demos.
Yeah.
And a way to be able to share them. And my ultimate, in terms of really being expressed in what I feel I'm here to do, is to be connected with my community quite closely, and to be writing songs all the time. And so the songs become a tool when people connect with them to help them move through, adversity, or help celebrate when things are feeling really good, or you know what I mean. It's just an expression, and I know that there's a lot of people who connect with my music, and they feel it's it's like a dynamic. It's
Yeah.
like
I was listening to it in the car on the way here. I was like, this is really nice.
so that in that light of being just really connected with my people, and then I find out that someone's just got married, and
Yeah.
I'm feeling the vibration of that love, and then I write this song, and it's just, and then I share it on a platform as a demo,
Yeah.
and then they can connect with it, and it might, you know, whatever, or it might inspire others
Yeah.
to make that commitment into love, and that sort of thing. And if something else happens, just say we go through, you know, adversity, or at the moment, like there's people struggling financially,
Yeah.
and if I connect with someone, I'm feeling something, come home, write a song, upload it.
Yeah, nice. And where do you upload those?
I haven't sorted that out yet,
Okay.
but that's just my idea that
Yeah.
once I get into that, that's another pathway that I see. But in addition to like pro recording,
Yeah.
because that model's not very sustainable.
Yeah.
Whereas I want to try and find a model that's a little bit more, gives me freedom to express
Yeah.
and share without it having to feel like, you know, I've got to save up 10 grand to record
Yeah.
an album, kind of thing.
Probably SoundCloud is best
Yeah.
for dabbling, testing.
Yeah.
But it's so tricky because obviously, like, there's an investment behind going to Spotify, but and then you want people, you kind of want to test the market, but then everyone's on Spotify, so
Yeah. Yeah. I'll see. I
like-
could probably see it off my website.
yeah,
And something that, because it's hard to put it in words what I'm feeling,
yeah,
but I feel the way that it could really serve someone if it's immediate. You know, if I know
yeah,
Larissa's in the community and she just got a promotion,
yeah,
and I'm like, oh cool, you know, and I want to celebrate my way of being in the world and talking to people is through song.
yeah,
And then just say, you know, I share that song and you read it and it just pumps you up, and then you put it on and now it's just amplified your feeling, and
yeah,
you know, it's like, what value does that have?
yeah. Just like instantly deliver it to them.
Yeah. And same thing if they're going through adversity. Like, life's a dynamic, so it's both ends of the spectrum of human experience.
Yeah.
So I know that it's what happens to me when I'm connected with my community. I feel it all.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true. Whenever you feel a bit disconnected, it's because you are disconnected. And it's funny when people feel disconnected, they shut themselves off more and kind of get stuck into this, like, black hole. But it's like you need to go out there, connect with people, and instantly you feel better. Majority of the time.
so whatever I come forward with, it will be a model that's sustainable,
Yeah,
because it just runs so deep. Sustainability, you know, it
Yeah.
runs from the connection to this planet and the shift that we need to make to return to that balance. And so I just try and use every facet of life as an experiment towards, oh, how can this be sustainable?
yeah.
How could this be of value to people, and what do I need to do to make sure it really serves people?
It'd be cool if you had, like, you know, there's back in the day the chatterboxes, and you'd be like, oh, I feel blue. You'd be like, oh, I feel like this today, this today, this today, and it spins out like the song that has, like, if you feel sad and you're a female and you've got your parents just split or something, and it spits out this song. It's like, that'd be cool.
Oh, that's cool, like a little
attach-
program or something. So I
Yeah.
just put my songs in, and then
Yeah.
it's,
Attach the tags, and then it like spits out.
oh, that's a great idea.
I don't know how to do that, but
Well,
it would be cool.
I mean, hopefully some good comes out of AI, and that sounds like
Yeah,
it could be
exactly.
something good to help people navigate emotion.
Yeah.
Mm.
That'd be so cool. And just wake up. I feel like this today. They're like, here's your wake up song.
Cool. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Now I need someone to build it.
Yep. Yep. So if you know how to build that.
Yeah. Hit me up. And then you've got a book that you've written, not published. You're going to
Oh
publish
yeah, I'll go get it. So this
Whoa.
is it.
That's cool.
Yeah, my sister bought me this leather bound. It's called Living Destiny, The Pathway of Emotional Transformation and the Pure Powerful Heart. So yeah, I wrote this over 3 months. I just woke up every morning and wrote for an hour, or
Yep.
half an hour, whatever it was. And yeah. Do you want me to read just a random page?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit nervous for me. I don't even know what's in here. This experience of complete trust requires a devotion, a surrender and continual connection with the inner teacher, intuition. It is a sensory world that we are living in. Our senses are our guidance system to align us with our destiny. Peace in the body, spaciousness in the mind, and warmth in the heart.
Sounds a nice thing I need to achieve.
I was actually going through a really challenging time, and I was writing to receive from my spirit, and it was like, as I was writing, it was guiding me back to my state of calm and
Yeah.
keeping me aligned with my destiny.
Yeah.
And it felt incredible in my body every time I wrote in this book.
When do you write? In morning, night, or just any time?
Usually morning.
Yeah.
So part of when I was writing this was really starting to understand the children stepchildren in my life, because I moved in and started living with them,
Yeah.
which is quite a lot to enter into.
How old?
At the time they were, which was only last year, so it would have been 6 and 10.
Okay. Yeah, that's...
And just understanding the fundamental needs of children,
Yeah.
which ironically, through that process, you understand the fundamental needs of most adults.
Yeah.
Because when we're triggered or when we're not
Yeah.
present, we actually go to our child state. Child behaviours come out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
all the stuff from our parents when we were really young. So it's like what I learnt through that journey, and being able to see them and nurture them and understand what they need. Also was healing for me, and I think also allows me to be in community and see people rather than, oh, that person's triggered and toxic.
Yeah.
It's just like, sorry.
It's funny you say that. I was actually thinking about this. I think it was this morning, and as how they say, oh, kids can be so nasty and kids can be so mean. You're like, well, all that they've learned is to just bottle that up and just develop filters as adults. That's the only thing. It's like those thoughts are still going through adults' heads. It's just that they've learned to, oh, maybe I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, that's right. And it's just, and what can happen, particularly in intelligent adults, like people that are quite switched on, it just becomes more complicated.
Yeah, true.
But what's underneath it is very simple. It's like that person just really needs connection.
Yeah.
That person just wants a hug.
Yeah.
But ironically, they're behaving in ways that push everyone away.
Yeah, that's very true. That's why I like a lot of comedians who are very intelligent, really funny, like Robin Williams. They're in a really dark place because, yeah, they feel so disconnected.
So that's what this book, well, I need to read it again.
Yeah.
But all I know is every time I go to read it, it brings me back to that place within myself.
Yeah.
That feels really at peace and in alignment and on purpose.
Yeah, that's good.
And I know it's a special book, so I will be patient until the right person comes along who wants to publish it.
Yeah. Is it going to be the same with separate poems, or is it?
No, so this isn't a poem. This is like a spiritual text.
Okay.
So it's a full book.
Yeah.
So it's different. I've not written this way. It is in kind of smaller.
Like chapters.
Yeah, it's like, think about The Secret, and there's like little phrases, and you might absorb a couple of pages and have a rest, and it's a bit like that. Yeah. I'm excited about it. It is definitely in the back burner at the moment. With music and healing in the forefront.
So what's your kind of day look like? So this is your full time is healing and music?
Not at the moment. I'm working towards it.
Yeah.
But I also do carpentry.
Oh, that'll keep you busy.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Last year building that thing. But I like to make that transition this spring, like to step more and more into music and healing events. That's what I'm here to do, and carpentry is just building the foundations and deliver the message in the way that I feel I'd like to. I'm pretty busy at the moment.
Yeah.
It's one of these crossover times where you're just trying to manage things, but also grow into the next phase.
The scary leap.
Yeah, it does feel like that.
Yeah.
All right,
Got the big questions on Friday?
I'll drop into that now. I be really connected with my community on the Sunshine Coast here, and have really kind of deep bonds with the people, and the music has become a really powerful way of connection and moving energy. And when things happen within the community, bigger energetic things, for example like COVID or a bushfire or these bigger events, that's where I feel my gifts start to really, I step in those moments and help that movement of energy through the, some of those human experiences that are quite unsettling. So that's what I can see, the energetic space. I see touring internationally to Canada and New Zealand and Europe with music, and I see doing healing events with Natalie, my partner, and I see us doing some smaller kind of touring and also just having beautiful community events. I just want to share my heart with the world.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Really.
And you've toured before. When was that?
Last year in April, I did a tour down to Melbourne and back. Yeah. A solo tour. That was good. It's the first I did in 4 years after, since before COVID. So that was. It took a bit for my body to adjust to the whole moving out after being so insular for so long.
Yeah.
So I'd say it was like just breaking the ground. Learnt a lot of things and what I really want as part of touring.
Yeah.
Which is to connect communities. So communities that already exist in areas throughout the world.
Yeah, that would be hard to achieve touring because like you're going into a whole new. How did you kind of achieve that?
I don't think I fully achieved it on
Yeah.
that last tour. I think it was an exploratory, just getting back out there,
Yeah.
just getting the body used to being on the road, and through that experience, I think the ones that I really enjoyed
Yeah.
was where I felt connected, and my music was just a medium to foster openness and connection.
Yeah. You'd have to be really fussy about where you go because I imagine there'd be some gigs that are just soul destroying.
Yeah, I don't do them anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Some of them I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
shut up, everyone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
have you toured internationally before?
Well, I've been to New Zealand before,
Yeah,
and yeah, played a few shows in the North Island.
yeah. It's beautiful over there.
Isn't it lovely?
Yeah,
So I definitely see more of that. My partner's from there, so we'll definitely do more of that. But if there's like, have organised dates and go over.
yeah.
And,
I would imagine that would be so overwhelming planning an international tour.
yeah, I don't think I'm going to plan it.
Oh, okay,
No,
yeah.
it'd be too much for me. But
Yeah.
there's good booking agents out there, and
Oh, they take care of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice.
that's how it would happen for me.
Right, okay.
Just someone that connects with what I'm doing locally.
Yeah.
And says, oh, I can see that working in Canada, and then help me to
Yeah.
get some shows lined up. And, I hope that's in the next 1 to 2.
Okay.
Canada. Yeah.
Get an RV and just
Oh, now
travel
we're talking.
around.
Now we're
Yeah.
talking. Yep.
Have you been to Canada before?
No. Well, every Canadian I meet, I kind of connect with.
Yeah.
And they say my music could go well over there. And so I'm
Oh.
like, oh, okay, we'll put that on the map.
So, do you do any one-on-one sort of healing?
No, I haven't.
I feel like you'd be really good at that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't opened into that.
There you go.
Would I give it a go? Yeah.
Yeah. Have you done Reiki before?
No, I've had a close friend that did Reiki, but not me myself. Like
Yeah.
energy work with the hands.
Yeah.
No. Keep it with music and healing. Too many things, I get overwhelmed, so I just...
Yeah, true.
I like just keep the avenues simple, and then just there's so much to explore in music. It's
Yeah.
like, wow.
Well, my Reiki practitioner sings.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's really nice. I get totally lost.
That's the gift of healing, I think, is just helping you let go of the mind and just coming into stillness and let the body heal itself. Yeah.
So then, if people want to follow your music, see what you're up to, where's the best place to do that?
To join my mailing list, which is through my website.
Yep.
It's philbarlowmusic.com, and that's the best way.
Yeah. Instagram,
Yep.
Facebook, and then Spotify too.
Yeah, I've got some music on Spotify, and I've got another album that's not on there. That's what I use Spotify for. What I can see is kind of official releases, which is kind of for people to enjoy,
Yeah.
and it might be a select, an album a year. Then through this other avenue, I might release 30 to 50 a year. So it'll be as I'm writing them to have that
Yeah.
constant. So it'll be probably more like a membership, something like that. And then my job in that space is just to, I think it will be valuable to people. I think it will really connect.
Yeah, definitely.
And just like any other business, it just needs to be an exchange so that it's sustainable and I can keep doing it.
I love that idea of like you can assign a feeling or emotion to a song and then being able to sift through a library of music based on that. I reckon that's such a cool idea.
So it might be these are the 5 core emotions of humans.
Yeah.
And you pick which one.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of planning. But if I could use AI or something like that could do that, that would be great.
I'm sure it's out there. Like like angel cards, the tarot cards.
Yeah.
But yeah, they pick it up and then attach to that instead of a emotion or angel, it's a song. That would be cool.
Whoa, I love these ideas. They're great.
Anything else you want to leave people with that keep an eye out for, or
I'd just say 21st of July if you're free.
Yeah.
Come along to the Monday House concert.
bring a plate of food.
Yep.
There'll be cacao.
Yep. And probably bring a rug if you want, or a chair. And have an incredible afternoon here.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Larissa.